welcome back to the channel. Um, in this video, we're gonna be continuing our daily trading analysis, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so here you see. Um, Let me actually come here. So let me put myself there. Okay, yeah. So this is the chart of Bitcoin. As you can see on 15 minutes. So today is Sunday, right? See how uh, you know the RSI was going there, and when it hit this 25% level, I mean, like from this, it's like the first quarter of that, you know. But if you see this whole thing, this like four sections, right? One, two, three, and then fourth one. Okay. So um, as soon as it hit that, and you can see it also hit this resistance that's coming from there, right? That was the activation of time. Okay, and the market actually reacted there. But um, before that, I actually predicted that once the market comes down around here, it's gonna have bounce, you know or if it dips down below, we'll have this sort of reaction. Okay, so well, what it's doing is like see, this is the support on this distribution structure, right? Distribution. Why distribution? Because the trend line is coming down, right? um, it had first bounce there, LPSY, last point of supply, and then boom. So it did went down. Okay, I mean, this was like almost 30% down move. There is gonna be retracement, and I also predicted that, like, the retracement might be like this. Okay, and then when it breaks this, it will come down like that. Okay, because the year hasn't completed yet. All right. um, so let's come to the lower time frame. And by the way, keep in mind that the week is going to close, weekly candle, you see this big down move, right? Very strong volume. So if the weekly closes below this one, you can expect market to come down even further. Okay, and how much further, you may ask. This is the support here, which is 53,000. I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna reach $50,000, um, but before that, there is gonna be retracement there. Okay, and I mean, this is for long-term trade. For short-term trade, you can see market is giving us trade there. Okay, it's like, see, it made new high there, and it was on this resistance, right? See, bounce, came down here, resistance hit, but the market, when it break above that, market came back there, and here you can see, right? So market dips down below, and you can see this resistance that was coming, that was the closest there, right? So this is how it's working. Okay, and like, if it sustains there, it will again break this resistance and go back up. If it's not, then it's coming to this level here, 60,000, and it will test this level again, this trend line. Okay, so that's that. And how interesting is that? You see this trend line that's coming from here, you know it's like working here as well, like, see. Yeah, what about 1 hour time frame? So in 1 hour time frame, there is a new structure formation, accumulation phase. You see this one there. So like, you know, AR, selling climax, automatic rally, right? Now, we all know that, like, after after this event, right, market actually reacts down, and that's gonna be your secondary test. You know, it might just come to the midpoint there. Okay. uh, yeah, so we'll see what happens there. Okay, what about 4 hour? 4 hour, this did have bounce there. You know, if I mean the major resistance on the 4 hour is, we are looking at this one, okay, which is around here on the same level there. Yeah, RSI is on the midpoint, so it might just come down from there, you know. What about Ethereum? Ethereum, um, yeah, breaking down action here. Mm. So it came down from there, reached this one, and then it's going up. So if I had parallel line there, I mean, here the TP1, TP2, TP3 got reached, so there is major support there. RSI was also at 15 level, you know, it's like, yeah, support was there on the RSI. Let's look at what other markets can we look at. SPX, all these are closed. Okay, okay, yeah, and this is also closed. Only crypto market is active, guys. Okay, so let's uh, let's analyze XRP then. You know, so here it's making new low. This candle, if it closes above this one, uh, this trend line, it will have big reaction to the upside. Okay, yeah, and RSI is also at the major support level. You know why this trade was big trade on XRP is that, you know, you see this trend line, right? Market was trading out that this was ascending, but when it breaks down, market actually does this W shape, and then as soon as the resistance got hit, it just comes down very hard, you know, and you can see that happening there. Okay, PayPay as well. It was in previous year low. Okay. Um, yeah, market, crypto market is at its lowest point. You know, RSI, we see in the RSI this big candle to the upside, so we might see some sort of retracement there. You know, because as you can see on Solana, this trend line here is coming from there, right? It's hitting there, and if the market closes above, you know, and even if the market doesn't, like, you know, but RSI, you can see it's giving us a strength, okay, which is very important. And you can see like this one as well, coming from there to there low. So there is going to be a pullback to the upside rally, you know, when the RSI reaches around there, then it might just come from there to the downside, and we'll see candle like that forming around here, you know, as a resistance. I'll show you on 4 hour. You see like that. So it reached this one. Support is becoming resistance. Here you can see when it breaks below support, that sub support was becoming resistance, and the market actually closed there. So it came down, you know. You can see the resistance there. Yeah. That's why I have the RSI coded as trading truth index, because it's telling us the truth, the true nature of the market, you know. Um, okay, so you can test it for yourself, right? The trend lines are telling you the time. I actually call them timeline, I don't call them trend line. It's just like I have to follow the naming convention, so that people would understand. That's why. But it's basically time, and I can prove it to you. Like, for instance, check this out. This trend line, this trend line is coming down from there, you know, and like you can see when it breaks there, pullback, made spring there, and there where it made spring on this trend line there, which is ascending trend line. Market had big surge upside, and where it went there, and where it went basically like horizontal support and resistance. It was your first take profit, right? Here you can see that was your um, if we had entered long there, this was your TP1, TP2, TP3. So it did went to TP3, and these both of them were matching. So market went there, made new high, okay, or maybe all-time high, I think. No, new high, okay, and then when the resistance hit there, boom, came down, right? So time and price is is meeting there, trend line is time and price is the price, okay? So from there, market came down, all right, and you can see the candle in RSI, big candle to the downside, okay. um, yeah, so it's basically telling you the whole story, what's happening, what's going to happen, what might happen, what might not happen, all those stuff, okay. So if this candle closes below this trend line, you should just exit your trade, take profit, enter short, like that. All right. And because you see this this trend line market actually reached there, RSI actually reached there. If you see there, very close to it, right? So that's very important, Um, what about Doge? And by the way, guys, this video is in 2K, so for like higher quality, you can actually uh, look at that video format, okay. um, Previous quarter low and Doge, it reached there, so it had a bounce, and the time trend line was also hitting, so that's good, okay. um, Now, as it was traveling this much distance, RSI went a lot up right here, and see how it's showing support is becoming resistance like this. You see, if you had entered short trade there, like you would be in really good trade, okay. And you can also ask, like, why aren't we entering the trade here, you know I mean, why not? Even if you enter trade, like, you would get stopped out, okay. And you can actually see this one wasn't, yeah, I mean, it was in the resistance, but like I would actually suggest to initiate trade around this, can, like, start off the trend, like you see here, you see it made new high, so trend line was there, so this was your initial candle for take short. If you're taking short there, your stop loss would be there and it wouldn't get hit, okay. And you see, found support there, pulled back again, it came down again, you would take short there, and you see it went down, further down, broke below the midpoint, then it reached to this level, again pulled back, resistance got hit, boom, market came down. And then you can actually take trade on the break of this trend line as well, this ascending trend line, you see here, right? So Yeah. Okay, guys. As you can see, it's all here. You know, um, I have named this indicator trading truth and even channel for a reason. Okay, because um, everybody is looking for the truth in the market, but I don't think people are finding. One way to find truth is just look at the order flow, footprint, and all this stuff, which is exactly your, like, what sort of trading data that gets into the market, market order and order flow and all this stuff. But there is a lot of ways to interpret that as well. And the way to interpret that is, like, another way is footprint, you know, um, like, uh, yeah, and then like volume analysis and all this stuff. But if you want to look at the bigger market structure, you know, uh, the time that it started, and you can actually draw all those trend line and stuff. There is no other way than this to actually find the true nature of the market. Okay, you can actually see it. Okay, check this out, guys. Like, see, quarterly started there. I think it was second quarter. Yeah, April. So January, February, March, first quarter, which is 3 months, right? Then April, May, June, right? The second quarter. So for the whole April, and it was actually the start of the uh, true year, by the way, you know, um, astrologically speaking, because on the 21st of March, uh, the sun enters the Aries, there's the start of the zodiac sign. Here you would say, like, I mean, around there. Come on. Yeah. So if I had 21st of March, uh, yeah, you can actually look at there, like, if it's a tropic of, if it's imagine this, like, 21st June, Cancer starts there or something. Yeah. So this would be um, the summer. Then this is gonna be around Aries, around this point. Winter is gonna be around here, and then spring around, like that. Okay. Let me actually look at. Is the date are there? Come on, man. I want to see the dates here. Hmm. See, around 21st March, like that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna actually come to this website that I built. Okay. Um, gonna put my login ID. I'll show you guys there. Okay. So, uh, yeah, I think here, let me actually make it light. Okay. So see, March 21st, September. See here, March 21st, Aries. Okay, actually show dates there. March 21st, Aries. You know, when the sun enters there, that's the start of the actual new year. Okay, and then it goes to April, right? April around here. Sun is right now on the Gemini. Okay, um, there is Venus Jupiter conjunction. Uh, there is, yeah, there's a lot of different aspects that you can see here. Okay, um, yeah, and the moon is like this today. It's gonna look half first quarter moon there. Okay, this is last quarter actually. Yeah, last quarter, because after full moon, last quarter comes. Yeah, the first quarter is after the new moon. Okay, after full moon, the last quarter. Yeah, so you can see, right? This is first quarter is this, after new moon this. Okay. Anyway, my point being is, um, the cause is actually the the natural cause of the market movement is the the planetary transition in the sky, that have effect on the human consciousness, which actually uh, you know gets printed into the you know stock market chart, or like trading chart and all this stuff. Okay, because see, I mean, people actually say like, I don't believe in astrology or this or that and all this stuff. Okay, all this bullshit and like whatever they want to call it. But think about it, guys. Like, if you're looking at the clock, 12 hour clock, and like, if you're asking like what time is it, and people say, okay, it's 8 a.m. in the morning, what does it mean? It's like 8 a.m., like what hour is it? And like in the and like whenever you get confused, just search the name. Okay, it's like search like the origin of the word hour. It got originated from the Horus, and in Egyptian hermetic uh, philosophy and all this stuff, like Horus is the name for the sun god, and like basically when we ask hours, we are basically asking like what is the position of the sun in the sky, okay, at any particular moment. And if you look at, you know see this one, um, yeah, hang on, there, see Aries here, 6 a.m. in the morning, March 2021, then 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay, Aries rules from 8 to 10, Taurus rules, 10 to 12, Gemini, okay, and then 12 to 2, Cancer, right, and then 2 to 4, that's your like Leo. All right, so it is exactly that. And in daily chart, if you want to actually construct, you can actually assume that like this trend line that's coming there, uh, basically this one, hang on, let me actually enable this one. Okay, this trend line, that's your one, that's your you know uh, like longitude of the sun. Okay, and as soon as this gets broken, boom, we have this big momentum. Okay, see here, this one got supported there, so market went up from one angle to the next, and then when it gets broken, boom, right? So this is what I'm talking about, guys. Okay, all right, and then like I was talking on the 4 hours, right? So this one here, you see the market was trending up, it came to midpoint there, right? New structure got formed, boom, went up, because it didn't hit first target there, came pull back up, it hit first target there, right? I'll just actually do this in the forward testing manner, you'll understand much better, See, new structure form, pullback, boom, it went up. Let me actually make it a bit slow. Resistance got hit here, also resistance got hit, but then it pulled back, you see, and from here, it had big reaction. First TP1 got hit, market's gonna pull back around there, right? Went back up, it will go up to the TP2. Okay, see, new structure, market went up, and it's following this line, guys. Okay, TP2 got hit. Okay, see, up thrust, market came down, new structure again, it's gonna make spring here. See, spring, boom, there, it will have more upside move. There you go, TP3 will hit now. Okay, so watch for the resistance to get broken, and then like pull back and then boom. All right, and all, of course, like wait for the wave to get completed. Okay, there is a lot of that's going on. If it overcomes this, pullback can't sustain that level. So see, it came down, right? And it will actually probably take short, like uh, support from there when the wave completes around here, up, backing up action. See, well, this is LPS it's making, but it's technically uh, would have been spring, but the strength wasn't there. Resistance got hit, LPSY, boom, came to the midpoint there, went up. Then again, it made LPSY, you know, came down again. So you can see this whole process, okay, like happening in real time. All right. And I didn't show you that this RSI that much, but you can see here when the RSI was making new low here, you know, price didn't made new low. Price was there, you see, big reaction, resistance. This was the huge resistance, all right. And as soon as the market is respecting that, it's not gonna go up. Instead, you see, it just came down from there. Resistance, boom. Resistance got hit, boom. Another resistance got hit, boom. Another resistance got hit, boom. And you can see RSI was already downtrending, even though market wasn't trending down, but RSI was trending. So RSI is telling you the truth, and that's why I've named it Trading Truth Index. Okay, you can actually apply it in any time frame, and I would actually suggest you guys to look at the take trade with RSI candlestick. Okay, yeah, all right. So you can see it is previous quarter low, and that was the big support there, major support, right? So yeah, guys, I mean, I'm gonna be actually uploading course on it, like um, the course. This is my website, by the way. This is me. On Udemy course, I'm actually working on updating this course with Wyckoff, aka Trading Truth Index. Okay. Um, yeah, Trading Truth concept and all this stuff. So I'm gonna be teaching you guys that. Market structure won't be there. Okay. Yeah. So this is the pure chart that you're gonna see like this. Okay, it looks cool, it's simple, okay, and it's more tradable. All right, you see, even the market was trending down from this point onwards. See, and there was like big resistance there, the market was following. Okay, so yeah, once you know the once you combine the Wyckoff methodology with um, WD GAN uh, concepts and stuff, the success in trading is guaranteed. Okay, so yeah, watch out for this course to get released. Um, I have students from all around the world, and this website that I showed you, AstroTrade, it's part of this. So like as I launch the AstroTrade, you would see this. You know, um, yeah. So vibration of these different planets actually have effect on the consciousness of the human, and that's what get printed in the chart, shown in the chart. And you can see um, it's getting ready for the new moon. So when the new moon gets started, we will have big move to the upside coming. Okay. um, yeah, this was around the time of full moon that it started coming down. So okay, and let me actually uh, full moon date in I think it was okay. Let me actually just put the lunar. I have it for I coded lunar phases. Okay, moon phases. Yeah, see, new moon, new beginning, full moon, new. I mean, like the peak of the market. Okay, so let me actually show you on the daily chart. It will make more sense there. See, new moon, new beginning, because that was the end of this upside move. And then full moon happened, and like it actually activated this big. Because see, after new moon, how market was just like it was getting ready, beginning. When on the full moon day, right? We have this like resistance when market couldn't go up. This boom, right? Just on this 4 day, you would have made like a lot of profits. Okay, you see, full moon, market moved up. New moon, start of the new moon, like it's like new beginning. Full moon, boom, big move. All right. So like we're gonna apply concepts like that, and then I have planetary positions. Let me actually add this one. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, not that one. What was that then? Planetary ingress. Hmm. I think it was this one. Planetary transit. It's gonna show around here. Yeah, that one. There. This is just a longitude. That. So here, I'm just gonna put the sun as a center of attention. All this stuff, all these other planets. Uh, Mercury, all this. Let's just remove that. Okay, just keep the sun. Okay, and you can see. I'll show you the date here. On this day, Sun entered from Taurus to Gemini. This was the transition, 22nd of May, right? Here, Sun entered from Aries to Taurus, which is March, April 21st, right? Here, um, Sun entered from Pisces to Aries, which is March 21st. You see market actually stopped and then found support, boom. Here, Aries to Taurus, market stopped there. And then when finally Sun entered from Gemini, Taurus to Gemini, we had this big move. So another transition is going to come around there. Okay, future transition. And I think I have that. And let me actually see. Hmm. I might have it in different version of it. So yeah, guys, I mean, planetary positions and ingress, all this, like even retrograde motion, direct motion, all have effect on the market cycles. Okay. And knowing that will only increase your trading profits. Okay. Because that's the power from heaven that's on your uh, hand, on your mind, that's guiding you to do the right thing in the market. Okay. And with this trend lines and market principle, um, I can actually guarantee you, once you learn this concept, you will know more than those institutional traders that are actually claiming to know this stuff. And you know and I can assure you, you're going to make success from this. So I think that's all I have for today, guys. If you want to check out my course, please go and check out this course. I'm going to add a couple of section here more. And if you are an programmer, algorithmic trader, you can also check out my course on algorithmic trading, like this. Okay, make money with Python freak trade. I'm gonna actually start making more content on this one, and um, teach it to people, basically build a trading bot. So yeah. I hope you guys like the video. Please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. So thank you.